What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. In the last episode we did a few things around the southern swamp, took a cruise and ended up here in the Deku Palace. We found out that one of the monkeys is being held captive for allegedly kidnapping the Deku Princess. So in this episode, we're gonna break into the Deku Palace and talk to that monkey and see if there's anything we can do to help him out. And of course, we're going to do this by making use of the magic beans that we also got in the last episode, as well as the information that the other monkey's brother told us about. So, let's head right over here to this soft soil spot and let's transform into a human. That way, we can plant ourselves our second magic bean. I know, starting this episode off on a high note, planting stuff, and now, what's even more exciting is we're going to water it, guys. Holy crap. Try to contain your excitement. But there we go, we got ourselves another magic flower, so let's just ride this all the way to the top. And now, we can begin our infiltration. We will need to be a Deku Scrub for this, so let me transform real quick. And I do need to give a couple of shoutouts to the people who commented on some of my past videos, because, check this out. If you hold R while you're flying as a Deku Scrub, it points the camera down and gives you that reticule of where you're flying and where you're going to land. That is so incredibly helpful, and I had no idea that they added it to this game. So thank you guys so much for leaving those comments. Like, that is incredibly useful. Like, I'm doing my best to point out as many changes as I can because I'm more familiar with the N64 version of this game. But there might be a couple of things that I overlook, such as that, because I'm pretty sure I never would have found that out on my own without you guys commenting, because I'm pretty sure the game doesn't actually mention it. But that does bring up a good point. If you guys think I overlooked a small change that does impact the gameplay, please let me know in the comments down below. If it does contain spoilers, though, I would caution you, because I really try to keep my comments sort of spoiler free. So if you can, wait until we get to that portion of the game to tell me. If you do want to tell me earlier, you can also like send me a private message on YouTube, Facebook, or even just like tweet at me. Anyways though, we're pretty much almost done with like our infiltration of the Deku Palace. Only a couple of more platforms we need to fly to. Now fun fact, they actually made this a little bit easier on the 3DS version, because most of these platforms that we're landing on that move on the N64 version, they would already be moving. So platforms like this would already be moving back and forth on the N64 version, making them a little bit harder to land on. But thankfully, they made it a little bit easier on the 3DS version. Alright, so there we go. We have finished our infiltration, and now, well, guess what? We are back in the royal chamber, except now, we are next to our monkey friend. So, what do you say we talk to him? They keep saying that I kidnapped her. No matter how many times they say it, it's not going to bring the princess back. If they're not careful, the princess will fall victim to a monster. Why won't they believe what I say? Fine, I get it. Then I shall say nothing more to you. Punish me or do whatever else you might. Alright, so obviously he doesn't think we're here to help him, but if we take off our Deku Mask, we can talk to him again. Oh, you! How did you get here? Shh! If they see you, they'll capture you! What? My brother asked for your help? I'm terribly sorry. Just try to cut my rope. We'll talk after that. Alright, so let's take out our sword and see if we can actually cut down this guy's rope. I did not mean to talk to you again, my bad. But yeah, just sort of like slash at this pole. No good after all. Any other bright ideas? Wait, you don't happen to have something that can make a lot of noise, like a loud instrument with sound that carries a long way? If you have one, show it to me. Well, I mean, he could be talking about our ocarina, but that might not be loud enough, so instead, let's transform into our Deku self and show him our Deku pipes. There we go. Oh, you have them, you do, just like the princess. Deku pipes, those will work great. By the way, who are you? I like how Link just falls over like, dude, are you serious? Whoa, that's not important now. Just listen to me. I was trying to find out about the poison in the swamp, so I went to Woodfall Temple above the waterfall. But the temple had become a monster's lair and the princess was captured by the monster. Since the Deku King thinks I kidnapped the princess, he won't listen to a word I say. Now the princess is in trouble, so I must somehow hurry to the temple and save her. Do you understand my plight? I think I got it. So then that means you will go in my place and save the princess. Sure, why the heck not? Okay, now I'll teach you the melody that opens the temple. The princess taught it to me. We can't let them hear us, so I'll sing it softly. Alright, now I gotta say, this monkey specifically asked for a loud instrument, like the loudest instrument that we have right now. And then, in like the same sentence, he's like, wait, we gotta be quiet so they don't hear us, I'll sing it softly. So like, what? I don't really get his logic behind that, but let's just play this song. And yeah, now we're gonna end up playing it as loud as like we possibly can, so I'm not really sure that this is what the monkey had in mind. But at the same time, I mean, he sort of asked for this specifically, so you know what? What happens next, it's his fault, not mine. Like, I'm just doing what he told me. Anyways, guys, with that, we have learned ourselves another song, which is the Sonata of Awakening. This melody awakens those who have fallen into a deep sleep. Everyone, did you hear that? This melody, which only the Deku royal family knows. It proves the foolish monkey deceived the princess so he could enter the temple. Everyone, let the monkey's punishment commence! This is totally not my fault, by the way. And I like how these two guards just, like, take Link and throw him out. You better take the pathway the Deku people used to get to Woodfall Temple! But you must hurry. If you don't, I will be punished by the Deku King! Alright, so let's not waste any time. Thankfully, I know the way to the Woodfall Temple, so let's actually go off to the right here, and instead of going forward like we did last time to get to like the right side of the temple, we can just head over here to this little platform, and yes, you can climb this while you're bouncing on the water, and we can use this Deku Flower to reach like this little tiny cave, which I guess will take us towards Woodfall Temple by way of the southern swamp. So now we're technically like outside of the Deku Palace. Like, this is sort of like the second half of the swamp that we really haven't seen yet because we sort of like stopped our cruise once we got to the entrance of the Deku Palace. But we'll see the rest of this in more detail later on. There's a couple of new enemies though, as you can see, and these guys were actually really annoying. The best way to kill them is actually wait for them to fly directly above you while you're inside a Deku Flower, then you just like kill them instantly. So yeah, do that to get them out of your way, then you should be able to fly through this area very safely. Now, something that I should mention is that coming up is where you would learn the Song of Soaring on the N64 version. So it's actually on the next platform that we're going to land on. Like, right over there is where you would talk to the owl, and he would give you pretty much the same dialogue and teach you the Song of Soaring. So not really a big deal that we got to learn a little bit earlier on the 3DS version. In fact, I think it makes it slightly more useful because, I mean, we already got to use it one time, so just imagine what else you could probably do with it. Actually, probably not much, but you could go back to Clocktown, I guess. Anyways, welcome to Woodfall, guys. This is where we're going to find the entrance to the very first temple. I hope you guys are excited because I know I sure am. Now, there's going to be a couple of new enemies in this area, and one change I think that they made that I really like is that when you lock onto these enemies while you're on, like, these wooden planks, they limit the amount of movement that you can make left to right. So, as long as you're locked on, it's, like, really hard to fall off. I'm not sure if that's a change that they made to this game, but I'm pretty sure it is, because I don't recall that happening on the N64 version. I could be wrong, though. Anyways, there's a couple of things we can do in this Woodfall area, and we're gonna do those first, and I'm pretty sure I can't reach this guy. Yeah, I didn't think so, so we'll ignore him for now, and instead, let's just head over here. Now, obviously, there is this giant cave, so let's go inside this first, and then we'll explore the rest of Woodfall. So right inside here is actually the fairy fountain for this area, but like the other great fairy said, the other fairies are broken apart. Kind young one, please hear my plea. Please find the stray fairies trapped inside Woodfall Temple and bring them back to us. Alright, so yeah, the great fairy's not really gonna do anything for us right now because, well, she's not so great. So, we need to go inside the next temple and find the remaining stray fairies and then bring them back here. So we'll do that, you know, once we get inside. But like I said, first things first, there's a couple of things that we can take care of in this Woodfall area, and then after we finish those up, we will go inside the temple. Now, yeah, unfortunately, if you leave and re-enter this area, all the enemies respawn, which is kind of crummy, but not really a big deal since we're just gonna, like, continue going counterclockwise. And if you want to get, like, everything in this area, pretty much you're going to end up right back at the beginning where you first entered Woodfall, and that's pretty much how you know you got everything that there is to collect. But right over here is something pretty significant. Isn't this the Deku Scrub mark? I wonder if they worshipped here. Well, if they did, I bet playing the Sonata of Awakening would be a good idea, so let's do it to it, baby, and see what happens. I mean, something good has got to happen, right? I mean, this is where they worshipped, and like the monkey said, yeah, this song is apparently the key to finding the entrance to the next temple, and sure enough, playing it causes this entire, like, structure to rise up out of the poison swamp, and believe it or not, that is Woodfall Temple. But we're not going to go inside it just yet. First things first, let's actually activate this owl statue. And now we can play the Song of Soaring to get back here anytime we want. We'll make use of that shortly. There's still a couple of things that I want to collect in this outer Woodfall area first. So that's what we're going to do. Obviously, right over here, there is a chest. Let's just land safely next to it and open it up. It's probably something good, right? Nope, it's just 5 rupees. I know, kinda troll. Like, you go all the way over here, fight all those enemies, find that chest, and it's only 5 rupees. But trust me, that's not all there is to collect. So if we keep going counterclockwise, we'll eventually stumble upon a chest with a much greater reward. So trust me, it will be worth it, guys. Like, there's a lot more enemies over here as well, so it is a little more annoying, but whatever. Can I actually reach this guy from over here? Doesn't look like it. That kinda stinks. So, looks like we're gonna have to fly over there and just, hope for the best. Because some of these Deku Scrubs, like, I swear, they can have, like, aimbots and just, like, shoot you right out of the sky, and you'll fall in the poison and pretty much have no chance of reaching land. So, hopefully we can take this guy out. Oh wow, that actually worked. I'm really surprised about that, actually. That saves us a little bit of time and a hazard, I guess you could say. But yeah, right over here is the chest we came all the way here for. And obviously it's got to be good because it's like a special red color. So, what do you say we open this bad boy up and see what's inside? Oh yeah, and each one of like Link's forms has like its own chest opening animation, so that's kind of cool. But inside we got ourselves a piece of heart. Told you it would be worth it. I think there's actually one more chest that we can get. Yeah, it's over here. So let's just take a quick trip and see what's inside. I believe it's actually just some more rupees, so not really a big deal, but let's open it up and see if I'm right. And indeed I am. 20 rupees. Alright. And now we are pretty much back at the beginning of this area. Now, we could go like all the way back around or just play the Song of Soaring to get back up there, but if we're going to play the Song of Soaring, what do you say we do a bit of backtracking? Remember how we took that picture of the Deku King on our cruise? Well, we can actually go and bring it back to the swamp tour guide owner and show it to him. So let's warp over to the southern swamp, and we'll do that real quick. After we show it to him, of course, we can just play the Song of Soaring again, and warp right up here to Woodfall, and pretty much be at the entrance to the first temple. So we're really not wasting too much time by doing this, plus the reward we get is kind of important. So let's just transform back into a human real quick, and even though it is nighttime, I believe this place is open 24/7, so we should be able to go inside. I really hope I'm actually right about this. Oh, thank goodness it is. Alright, so let's just go talk to the guide over here. Blimey, where is he? My spoiled son is slacking off again. A man his age has no business searching for fairies. Oh, welcome. My apologies, that has nothing to do with you. Well, have you taken any nice pictographs? Well, indeed we have, so let's show him the one of the Deku King we took. What do you think of this, buddy? Oh, the king! You are amazing! If you're not a Deku scrub, you're not allowed to enter the Deku Palace, but somehow you took this picture. This is a great shot! This is as rare as they come. I'm giving you a big prize. And he gives us a piece of heart. Told you guys, it would be worth it. I'm looking forward to your next picture. Alright, so that event is going to get added to our Bomber's notebook. And, yep, it gets stamped as well. Very nice. Now, you might know from the dialogue he said when we first got in here, but this guy's son is actually Tingle, and you can see from, this photo right here, like, there's him standing right next to Tingle. Kind of a funny detail, like, that manly man is the father of Tingle. Alright, so we're pretty much done here. Let's just play the Song of Soaring one more time, and since we activated that owl statue, we can actually warp directly up to Woodfall, and we'll pretty much be at the entrance to the next temple. So, here we go. Man, I gotta say, I love, like, the animation for the Song of Soaring. It's always, like, looked really cool, in my opinion. Anyways, though, I think this is a good place to end off this episode. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.